What's going on, y'all? This 85 Sports Talk, and I'm hitting y'all with the recap of a very wild end of the night for boxing on July 4th. Mason versus Bell. Pretty controversial, you know how it ended. I get into that momentarily, but I'm gonna start off, with the preliminaries. Normally don't even do the preliminaries, but it was a historic night for Cleveland, Ohio, and Mason, the Mason brothers, two out of the five, fought on the preliminaries. You had Abdul Rahman fighting first, and then you had Ibrahim fighting second, and I'll get into that, man. Abdul Rahman, he won on a unanimous decision. Definitely, won, every round. It was just 4 rounders, 3-0. A few fights, you get the feet wet. Um, Abdul Rahman, he had a good fight. Um, just a young guy, man, just learning in the game. So, it was very understandable, and he showed some things. One thing I would like to point out is that I think he should be a little more patient. When he in there fighting, he really kind of was impatient in there. I mean, he won every round virtually, but I think he could have got a stoppage if he would have just been a little more patient. Getting a stoppage at your hometown, man, that's what you want to do. So, shout out to Abdul Rahman. Hey, man, pretty good performance. That's the one thing I would just say, is being a little patient. Other than that, man, defense a little bit too. He's getting hit. He got hurt. He got hurt a couple of times, but it is what it is, man. You end up getting a W, and that's what it's all about. Just some things to go back on the film side, and man, shout out to him, man. Lightweight guy, in the division. So we'll see what happens in the future for him. Ibrahim, super featherweight, I believe. Man, he put on a hell of a performance. It's my second. I seen him fight in the amateurs. This is my first time seeing him fight in the pros. It was only 2 fights going into this. So, he ended up getting the dub by stoppage on the second round. And one thing I would say, patience. What I was saying about the other brother, like, he had patience, man. Patience was very, very good. I had no issue or anything really to say about his performance. Pretty good performance. He got the stoppage, dug to the body. Second round knockout. Hey, man, he looking like he on the roll right now, man. It's always nice to see. And again, you want the stoppage in your hometown, man. So shout out to Ibrahim. I'm gonna definitely be keeping my eye out for him in the pros. Again, I've watched him in the amateurs. The pro game different, but a great performance by him. He looked like he got potential to be a special fighter, man. So definitely gonna keep my eye out on him. And with the main cards, I would say some of the fights was underwhelming, controversial a little to a degree. 3 out of the 4 was pretty controversial, if you ask me. But let's start with Scooter Davis, man. Scooter, he was heavily favored in the fight. He ended up winning on unanimous decision, but honestly, I don't think he should have won unanimously. I thought he pulled it out, but it was a rough fight for him, man. Big stage. He fighting a guy with 18 wins, I believe. He was 18-4. Very tough guy. Very tough. I think he was from Spain, I believe. Again, a tough competitor, man. He gave Scooter a run for his money. And you know, I had the stoppage in the fight with Scooter. You know, being 11-0, 10 knockouts. Didn't really know the guy's name, but he definitely came to fight. He didn't play no games. He was out there trying to get the W. So Scooter, I thought he edged it out. I don't think unanimous. That's a far stretch if you ask me. But he ended up pulling it out. But at the end of the day, the objective is to win. No matter how you win it. I thought he would come out with a little more flash and, you know, get the stoppage, but you know, it is what it is, man. He ended up getting a W. Wasn't the best W, but it's a W. So we'll just stay with that, and he can learn from it. He got a lot of skills. Still a young guy, you know, 11. This is 12th fight. We'll see what happens in the future with him, but it's, you know, a few things just to work on, you know. And I'm gonna go with the Tiger Johnson fight. Tiger Johnson, Guerrero versus Guerrero. I thought it was a very good performance Tiger put on. He displayed a lot of skill. Like I said, he been in I believe it's his second fight at welterweight. This is this is a very good weight class for him. You know, him being a taller fighter, he'll definitely move up, maybe one or two more times. But welterweight, man, he should have been at welterweight. He looked very sharp in there. Guerrero definitely was another guy that was not gonna come in there and lay down. Gonna come in there to fight, and Tiger made the adjustments. He again used his jab beautifully. Jab was, again, beautiful, you know, to see, man. It's always nice to, you know, to bring that element into the game. It's a fundamental element a lot of these guys don't use a lot, but he definitely put on a hell of a display. Boxing, he tried to get him out of there a couple of times, but man, like I said, that guy was tough, man. He was not trying to, you know, go down, but he ended up getting it unanimously. He was number 9 in WBO, so he moving up. I don't know what happens in the near future with the champions situation with Devin. His speculations he might drop the belt, but me personally, I wouldn't worry about that. You number 9, keep doing what you're doing, racking up them W's, and eventually be, you know, the mandatory. So, hey, man, shout out to Tiger. He put on a good performance. A very good performance, man. And he showed me a lot of skills in that fight, man. I had knockouts all across the board just from the excitement, being in your hometown, but you know, just being at home, it could add some other elements to it as well. So again, unanimous decision in the 10-rounder. So just try to get for them title eliminators and keep doing your thing, man. Salute to you for putting on a good performance for your hometown, man. And, I'm gonna get the Shushu versus Palacios. I knew this would be a tough fight, but I thought Shushu would end it like he did the last time, be on some adversity and come back and step on the gas. That did not happen. He had a very underwhelming performance. He said unanimous. I don't think it was unanimous. That Palacios came to fight. I actually watched him in January and kind of figured, you know, that would be a tough fight for him. Palacios definitely came to fight, put pressure on Shushu. It's just some, you know, styles make fights. The style was very, you know, very confusing for Shushu, it seemed like, man. And the knockdown was controversial. You know, a lot of people say it was or not, but you know, the way he turned, he hit him in the back of the head, so it's like, But man, he ended up, you know, defending the title for the first time, and yeah, man, we'll see what happens with Shushu, man. He ended up getting a W, but you know, you have ups and downs in this game, man. Can't call a guy overrated or anything like that. That's what I hear. So like, it is. I ain't gonna go that far. But man, shout out to him, man. He got the he was talking a lot, man. That's why I was so amped up to see what he was gonna do. But yeah, man, he ended up. I thought he was gonna get the stoppage, but he ended up getting the W, man. Shout out to him, and we'll get to the main event, man. Abdullah Mason versus Albert Bell, man. What a hell of a fight. Abdullah Mason showed me a whole lot, man. Albert Bell showed me a lot. Albert Bell, arguably, he honestly won like the first 5 out of 6 rounds, you know what I'm saying? And the scorecard, you know, I'm a Cleveland guy till I die, but not gonna be biased. I'm gonna keep it all the way a bean. Abdullah Mason was losing that fight, but what we could say is that on a positive side, Abdullah was trying to, you know, get the timing, and he was making the adjustments, and he made proper adjustments. He could have stepped on the gas a little earlier, and it seemed like he was reluctant. When he said that in the post fight, and I was thinking that when I was watching the fight too, like, damn, he a little reluctant. I don't think it was about the power. It was like, I guess they know each other. So it's like after the 7th round, he started digging to the body. He made the adjustments, and that's what you do when you're a champion, man. And he showed the true definition of a champion, man. He went in there, he faced some adversity. He was down on the scorecards, no matter what the scorecards was. I was live watching it there. He definitely was down. But he ended up pulling it out. Very controversial stoppage. I don't think it should have been a stoppage. But seeing some circumstances, I get the point of view of the ref. People say it was rigged and blah, blah, but me knowing that, you know, Albert Bell's nose was broken after the 7th round, you know, it's just it makes sense why he ran out of gas after the 8th, because when the championship rounds he wasn't active at all. So it makes a lot of sense. And I was about to say Keyshawn, damn, Abdullah, he came in, man, in that 12th round. They said he was down. Remind me of a Bud Crawford situation. Oh, I'm down. All right, bet. Came through 12. The beginning of that John. Came in, got the knockdown, knocked him down twice. The stoppage was controversial, but it was still like 2 minutes left. I think he was gonna stop him, but again, what Albert Bell put the work in, he deserved to go out on his shield, and I agree with that. I heard people say that. I do agree with that. Abdullah ended up getting the stoppage and retaining the WBO championship. And he showed me a lot, man. He got what it takes, you know, to be a true champion. And shout out to him, man, for giving both of them guys, giving the city of Cleveland and the state of Ohio a very good card and a great fight. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. You know, whenever you come back here, man, I'm going to definitely be there. It was an electrifying environment. I heard 9,000 he sold. So, you know, he definitely moving. He moving the needle. That's a hell of an accomplishment for the young guy, and wish the best of luck to you, man, and keep making Cleveland proud. You definitely made us proud, young champ. Keep doing your thing, and I'll be back with y'all real soon, man. Again, live from Cleveland, Ohio. I was there, electrifying environment, you know, man. Hopefully we get more, man. At 85 Sports Talk, I'm out.